dang, Skyline's got some chill music. Too bad we have to leave it already. Alright, so, well, first off we got my favorite enemy, but I'm going to kill it immediately and just completely ignore its gimmick for now. But we've also got Chain Chomps. Now, last time Chain Chomps appeared, I did not mention that they actually have kind of a secret gimmick. You might have heard of this, though. I doubt many people really bother actually staying around for it, but Chain Chomps can actually escape their chains. Basically, after 50 tugs at their chain, or like 50 attempts to charge at you, like a few times before they actually escape, their chains will start glowing, and then yeah, after 50 charges, they just break free and just leave, possibly punching Mario in the face as they go. So yeah, that's kind of neat. It's weird, though, that this is the game with that behavior, because Mario 3 is the very fast-paced game that you're kind of just supposed to take at a pretty quick pace. Even if, you know, you're not the best at it, you're probably going to get by the level, especially without waiting for 50 tugs from a Chain Chomp, because that's a lot. That takes a while. So yeah, of course, given I don't want to just wait around for them, not showing it off here, but yeah, it is just interesting that they put that in there. I think that's also a Super Mario Maker thing, but I feel like Chain Chomps escaping on their own has never been a thing in a Mario game where that might matter. Because, yeah, again, this is not a game where you're going to be waiting around a lot. It's weird. Anyway, talked about Chain Chomps for a while. Oh, nice! Mario also got the bear suit. But anyway, I talked about Chain Chomps for a while, but, you know, that's because, for some reason, Skyland is just another grassland area. How strange. I mean, I guess, technically speaking, the sky is in every world. You can always see it, like right here. There's the sky back there. It's kind of like the Chain Chomp thing is kind of like the Hammer Bro thing from Mario 1 that I don't think stays in Mario 3. Where, I guess to prevent turtling, ironically enough, Hammer Bros will eventually just start charging you. But it does, like, you have to wait a while for that to happen, though. Apparently, Hammer Bros do that immediately in Mario 2, The Lost Levels. Oh, hey, this level! We've actually got something cool to talk about here. And it's not just the fact that I hit a spiny and got its shell. We've got Kuribo Shoe. Luigi's gonna hang out in a boot. So yes, the Kuribo Shoe, or I guess Goomba's Shoe as it should technically be called. Kuribo's just the Japanese name for Goomba. But for some reason fans often just call it the Kuribo Shoe. Anyway though, yes. The boot is a very good item that lets you just walk across spikes. You do have to kill a Goomba wearing this boots in order to actually use it, but that's easy enough. That looked kinda weird. But yeah, Goombas in shoes really aren't very tough enemies. I mean, obviously tougher than normal Goombas, but not that tough. But yeah, you can just walk across spikes, and of course, this will also act as a shield, so if you get hit with the Goomba's shoe, gotta condition myself into saying Goomba's shoe, you will lose the shoe, and unfortunately, the shoe also does not transfer between levels. In fact, we just straight up lose it before we even run off the screen. I did want to see Luigi hopping off screen with that, you know, game. Can't believe you would take that away from me. Alright, another Hammer Bros level. Get them out of the way. And that's just the Starman. That can be useful. Honestly, if anything, I feel like the Starman is the most useful against Hammer Bro fights, because that is just a win unless you mess up a lot. Oh, hey, we got a fortress that we don't actually need to go to, as far as I know. I don't think going here actually affects anything. Other than, of course, getting the checkpoint, but our real goal is that special-looking tower on the right side of the map. That is an icon we don't normally see, and therefore you know that it's special. We've also got Boo here. The timing on that one's kind of tricky, but also, unless you really mess up with the Boo, you kind of just have as long as you need to let that shot line up, but still, pretty tricky ones. It's pretty tricky, I'll give him that. Alright, does Boom Boom have a gimmick this time around? I don't think I've mentioned the fact that, like, Boom Boom flies on second hits at a certain points, but not here, though. I guess that was just an earlier forts. You probably noticed yourself, and you probably also noticed that it really does not do Boom Boom any favors. It does not help Boom Boom survive. And there we go, we get a nice bridge. In case you were wondering what the checkpoint was, yeah, a bridge just spawns out of nowhere, instead of the usual door opening. But it leads to the same thing. It is a shortcut that lets us retry if need be. I just don't need to, clearly. Hey, we got the 2-up, hooray. Better than nothing, and hey, we're gonna upgrade all of the other panels now. But where are the other panels, you might ask? There's nothing here. Well, we've got sort of a second dungeon here, but again, this is a special one. I wanted to say this is a short stage, but that's very redundant in Mario 3. Like, saying that a stage is short in Mario 3 is just saying that you've played a stage in Mario 3. It's like saying that a stage in Sonic the Hedgehog probably has rings. Like, yeah? Unless we're talking a final level, then yeah, it will. We've also got these gold block sections outside. We have to traverse the ramparts, which is cool. Then we've got more interior sections. I want to say these are fairly simple, but you know, there is difficulty in making everything compact, isn't there? At least I think so. Hey, we are outside though, and we've got a lot of clouds. And what do you know? There's no proper end-of-level section. We just appear in the actual map of Skyland. However, now we have to do this stage again as Luigi, so, disadvantage to doing 2-player mode. And now Luigi's in the sky. So yeah, like I was saying, there can be difficulty in just the compact nature of this stage, so I'm gonna say this is one of the harder ones. That being said though, yeah, that is a very cool level. And god, what they do with the map is also so cool. I love that you just see a mini version of it down there. You can actually see this part of the map from the first part of the map. You know, you just see the corner of the clouds, but now you get to see the other part of the map just off in the distance, much lower, because it's the ground. But yeah, this is a... almost died there. This is the main reason I love Skyward, though very clearly this is a ramp up in difficulty. That stage very nearly killed me, and we've just got a cheeky Lakitu here. But yeah, this is one of the reasons I love Skyward, even though the levels can be pretty tough and sometimes even not great, one might say. And of course, if you game over, you do have to do the Sky Castle again, or the Castle to the Sky, which, you know, it is a cool stage. Again, I love transitional levels, so just being able to go from one part of the map to the next by way of just, you know, doing that in a level. And also, I don't know, I kind of just like the Golden Ramparts thing. I think that makes it look pretty neat. You don't actually go outside of forts that much in this game. You're usually inside, but I actually like the exterior portion. That is the best fort in the game, and it's not even a proper fort. That being said, though, yeah, Skyland's very tough starting now. The ground levels aren't too bad, but it really picks up in difficulty here, and I forget which one of these levels is that level that nobody really likes, but it keeps appearing in the Mario games. But it should be soon. Yeah, even if this world is difficult, I just think it's rad. I love when they do creative stuff with the world design, even if it's small things like the boat on World 3's map. Like, when they do stuff like this, it makes the map feel so involved to what you're actually doing in the world, and I appreciate that. Maps in general are pretty cool. I think, overall, Mario World's map is a lot cooler to look at. Like, Yoshi's Island is just a real good-looking overworld map, but I'm gonna be honest, I think Mario 3 does way cooler things with its world map. It doesn't do them often, but it does do them. Anyway, here's the level I was talking about. You know, the one everybody doesn't particularly like, but like, this kind of level keeps on appearing. Not just in, like, fan hacks or fan Mario stages in Mario Maker, but, like, I'm pretty sure even the new Super Mario Bros. Games have had some parabeetle levels. Yeah, those guys are parabeetles. When you jump on them, they actually start ascending. Otherwise, they keep on moving forward. They are very tiny platforms, and, yeah, they move very strangely in a way that you kind of have to plan for. And there is no contingency because they're the only platform, so if you mess up your jumps, you're just dead. And of course, Raccoon Suit does make that easier. If you mess up and die anyway, guess what? That's goodbye, Raccoon Suit. So let's see if Stage 7 is any easier. Let's see, is this the one with the, oh shoot, what are they called? I think they're just like fire chomps. Oh, we've got more golden ramparts, that's pretty cool. I guess this is just connected to the castle we saw earlier somehow. There is just a really big golden castle on the ground. Don't know why it's there, but it's just part of a bunch of levels. It's a lot bigger than it looks on the actual map, it's weird. Alright, so yeah, let's go to the end spade, and since we've passed sort of the level that everybody knows and despises, how about we talk about the treasure ship? The thing that I'm pretty sure we're not going to see in this game, because it's very hard to find. The treasure ship is, as it sounds, a special type of level that can appear, and it's just an auto-scroller over a boat with a whole lot of coins. You can die in it. Oh, upside-down lava. Oh no. Anyway, though, you can die in it, but it's very unlikely you will. You would just have to get yourself kind of stupidly trapped. But that being said, getting a treasure ship is ridiculous. So first off, they will only spawn in World 1, 3, 5, or 6, so this is the second to last chance I have to find it. Second off, the treasure ship actually replaces the wandering Hammer Brothers on the map, so if you kill all of them before you actually find the treasure ship, even if you would satisfy all the other requirements, you wouldn't be able to get it. Now, in order to get it to actually spawn, you have to end a stage with a coin total ending with a multiple of 11. That's not it, though, because that's actually pretty easy to do on its own. In addition, the tens digit of your score has to match the multiple of 11. So if you had 11 coins at the end of the stage, your score has to be that same multiple. It's gotta be 11. And that is hard to do, because not only do you have to account for your score when you have to end the level, you have to account for the time bonus. So, because, yeah, the time will change your score, and that counts. It's at the end of the stage that it's actually calculated, not when you hit the goal, so not right here. Right here. It's really hard to get the treasure ship on purpose or by accident, but if you're going to find it, it's probably going to be accidental. Anyway, though, we just passed actually a pretty hard Lakitu stage. It's very short, but Lakitu is very dangerous. And not only that, we then have this level. Yeah, World 5-9 is the fastest auto-scroller so far. If you're not the patient type, this is probably a better auto-scroller for you because it's actually moving at a pace you probably want to be at. But that also makes it very hard, especially when the fire chomps appear. The moment you're able to take one out without risking falling into the pit, take them out, otherwise they make platforming even harder than it already is. Thankfully, though, the bear suit does make things a lot easier. Any ability to glide really helps you out in that section because it gives you a little bit more margin for error, you know, you got a little bit of correction on your jumps, and because of that, that also means that you can kill the fire chomps earlier, so that's a good thing to keep in mind. Alright, so, the airship of the world. As usual, Mario's doing this one. Luigi will get his second try someday, I'm sure. Anyway, though, the King of Skyland in the original Mario 3 is a vulture. And now it's just an albatross, which is, you know, also very much a bird. I mean, I guess if you were a big fan of Mario 2, which, you know, I do like Mario 2, it's pretty cool to see those enemies appear because, honestly, they really don't anymore. Like, albatrosses, I don't know if they appear in anything else other than Mario 2, and any cameos in the, you know, Mario 3 remakes. Because the Mario series has other birds it can use. Albatrosses aren't really around anymore, and dang, this looks like a pretty hard section. Good thing I'm on top of it. Literally. And now we must fight Roy Koopa. This is his airship, and he's very powerful. When his shell lands on the ground, or if he does a big jump even out of his shell, he's just going to make the ground quake, which will stun you for a moment, giving Roy ample opportunity to hit you. He can actually be a pretty tough boss, but, once again, the raccoon suit prevails. Also, I never did talk about the warp whistle, did I? Well darn, guess I'll have to talk about that later. Ah well, I'm sure Princess Peach has another mystery for us to actually look at next episode and not this one. Alright, well, don't help anything trapped in the ice. Gotcha, Peach. I will be as cruel as I can, don't you worry. I understand you 100%.